the Honorable Chief Minister, Nagaland, Sri Nefirio, and his cabinet colleague, Honorable Justice Gatosu and his lady wife, Honorable Justice Sartu and his lady wife, Honorable Member Parliament, Mr. K.Z. Kini and his lady wife, awardees, Sri and Srimati Jane Alam, Chief Secretary, DGP Long Kumar and his lady wife, leaders of tribal Hohos, Sumi Hoho, Lotha Hoho, Rigma Hoho, Kochiri Hoho, Kachari Tribes Council, family members of the leaders of Naga People's Convention, Reverend Dr. James Topil, gracious ladies and gentlemen, on this auspicious occasion of 75th anniversary of our independence, I extend my warmest greetings to you all and to the people of Nagaland. I congratulate the awardees of today who have excelled in the field of art, music and literature. You are an inspiration for the younger generations. Friends, while we are celebrating the 75th year of our anniversary of our independence, that is the political decolonization of India, there are some unfinished tasks of the decolonization project. You know, when the British came, they not only colonized India politically and economically, but they did much more. As a part of their policy of colonization, they knew that physical control of the people of India alone would not be sufficient to make their empire, the colonial empire, sustainable or durable. They launched on a project to decolonize, to colonize the socio-cultural and intellectual institutions of the people of this country. You know, father of nation Mahatma Gandhi, in 1931, while addressing the Round Table Conference in London, he gave a beautiful speech, long one, filled with facts, in a way showing mirror to the British what they did to India. And while doing so, in his speech, he used a beautiful metaphor. He said, when you came to India, out of curiosity, as well as by design, you dug the roots of all the institutions of India, the socio-cultural and intellectual institutions of India. You dug it deep and then you left it uncovered. And this beautiful tree perished. This this decolonization of mind, decolonization of the socio-cultural and intellectual institutions of this country remains an unfinished project. Mahatma Gandhi said this is going to be a long-drawn process. In his estimate, it would take at least half the time of the colonial rule. Art, culture, music. These are very, very powerful medium of expression. They express the collective angst and urges of a society. During the colonial period, these institutions suffered severe blow. Our artists, our musicians, our men of literature began emulating the colonial standards, colonial values. Because what the British wanted was to sustain their empire in India, they had to infuse a sense of inferiority among the natives, that they are inferior in all respect, and they must also accept the inherent superiority of the British race. And this infusion of inferiority was all over wide spectrum. In their conduct, in the courses, in the teachings, the literature that they produced, and the literature that they encouraged. The art that they encouraged, music that they encouraged. Now this is very subtle. We keep following it without appreciating, understanding the insidious impact of the colonized mind. When art, music and literature, it ceases to reflect as it did in the country, whole country, for quite some time, and even today to some extent, when it ceases to reflect the collective angst and urges of the community, the people, it is an inert, it is sterile, it is a poor imitation. When it comes to Nagaland, we all know its enormously rich cultural heritage, enormously rich. Every village, the uniqueness of its culture, which is a composite expression for the way of life. It's remarkable. Unfortunately today, most of it is reflected in a few dances that our people do and some dresses. It loses the spirit, the values which centuries and centuries of our ancestors have preserved and transmitted down the line. In music, in art and literature, I would urge that our people should be in tune, they should resonate with the angst and urges of the society. Then it becomes genuine, relevant and valuable. I'm sure the awardees of today, they would inspire the youngsters, the young people. The government of Nagaland is doing significant work to promote the artist. And it is for the artist in various fields, whether in the art or in literature or music, they are all artists, to understand how connected they are with the people. their sentiments, their values. And that would be real blossoming of the art, literature and music of Nagaland. Friends, on this auspicious occasion, I once again greet you all with my best wishes and pray that you will stay safe, your family, your dear ones stay safe in a time of extraordinary crisis or pandemic, COVID pandemic. God bless Nagaland. Jai Hind.